Is it okay if I take a second to tell you a short story from when I first moved into my current neighborhood? Thanks. So I heard a knock on my garage. I'd just moved into my place and went out to see a grandmother and a boy of about 6 years old, looking very sad with tears still wet on his face. And even though my Spanish was atrocious then, we managed to communicate well enough for me to understand that he'd lost his soccer ball. And they were asking if there was a chance it had bounced into the breezeway at my house. Unfortunately, it hadn't. The look on that boy's face broke my heart. So I told him to wait for a moment, and I went and got a very colorful soccer ball that I'd received from the famous artist Romero Britto in Miami. Brito was very connected with Royal Caribbean Cruises, and he gave me a signed ball when visiting our office in Miami. So I brought out that signed Brito ball. It's probably worth something, but certainly not worth as much to me or anyone else than it was going to be worth to that kid. And he went absolutely bananas. He was so happy. It was like the best present I could have had for him in that moment. And you know, that was it. I thought that was it. I just made some kid's day better. And that was all that it needed to be for me. He was just super happy. Anyways, so about 3 days later, knock, 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 another knock on my garage door. And I went out and his grandmother was there. And she had this tray of fresh baked empanadas. There were several different flavors, savory, as well as some sweet dessert empanadas with guava and different things. And I thought, well, maybe I'll buy an empanada from her. And she said, no, these are for you. All of these 6 empanadas, these are all for you. And I said, no, it's not necessary. I'm happy that he's happy and he has a ball to play with and so on and so forth. And she was having none of it. And I think I received at least a couple empanadas, maybe once a week for about 18 months. She would just come over and deliver them to me. Sometimes it wasn't 6, sometimes it was 3. There were different flavors, but 100% of the time they were delicious. And that's the kind of people in La Paz.